all hotels to implement. It would appear that from a survey carried out by the Tourism Authority, not all the measures have been complied with. And there is, I think, urgency in getting everybody to at least comply with all the measures that were announced and mentioned in that action plan. We also have another serious problem. Whenever there is crime being committed anywhere, especially in the hospitality industry, countries like the UK and others issue travel advisories, and this is damaging for the hotel industry. So we all have a major stake in ensuring that things happen in such a way that no crime is committed against any tourist anywhere, whether it is on the plane, in the hotel compounds, or when the tourist is visiting the country. We hope that we'll be able to develop tourism, inland tourism, rather than tourists only coming from the airport, going to the hotel and staying in the hotel, or going to certain selected restaurants or places. I think we need to open up this sector so that tourists feel safe at any time of the day or night, wherever they go. It can be done. We're a small country. I'm sure that with the help of all of you and the police as well, we'll be able to guarantee the security and safety of everybody who comes to our hotel. There is also security at sea. We have seen recently also some cases of accidents on board pleasure craft. That is also something that we need to address. The tourists who come, we want them to come alive and leave our country alive. We don't want them to go in a coffin or whatever. It's not good publicity for us. We are not going to have a technical meeting today, but I thought that since this is my very first week in tourism, I need to catch up with you to send the message that we are very concerned on the level of government with regard to security. In fact, we had cabinet meeting and informed my colleagues that I was having this meeting with you this afternoon. They are all very keen in seeing that Mauritius remains a safe destination. It has always remained a good destination, a safe destination. This has to continue. And all the things that we need to do to ensure that this happens will have to be done. I hope I can count on all of you to adopt all the measures that have been announced in the action plan. There will be monitoring by the Tourism Authority to see that all the measures have been implemented. I know some of the hotels have already done that, but there are still a few that have not. It is in your interests also that these measures are implemented. So I hope I can count on your help and your support to get Mauritius to remain a safe destination. Safety is very important. You know very well that whenever there are any kinds of criminal situation or critical upheavals or whatever, all those things affect adversely the hospitality industry. We must ensure that nothing happens that can affect adversely the hospitality industry. So this is what I wanted to say in terms of the policy aspect. Of course, I have the officers of the ministry here if you have any questions. I have the details of all the last days committed, where they've been committed, and all the things that have been committed. I have all the details. I also have the police tourism. I must say very honestly that people do not find the police tourism being very effective in protecting the safety and security of tourists, whether it is in the markets or wherever. So maybe the business model of the police tourism may also be revisited. I'm not saying that we're not doing a good job, but I'm just saying that some of the criticisms that I have heard since I've come back to the ministry show that La Police de Tourisme is not responding as it should to the concerns of the tourists in the vulnerable areas. But this is something that we have to work more on. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you. Of course, we are very concerned about the travel advisories. We will at the level government take up the matter with the authorities of the United Kingdom and any other country that issues travel advisories which negatively impact on the industry. But the best thing is not to have any travel advisory. Okay, I'm open to any questions if you have any. I hope you don't. But I'd like to hear from you, what are the constraints on your industry that do not move in the direction of full implementation of the action plan? Are there constraints? If there are, what are they? How can we help you to address them?
If I may ask, last year we have relaunched a FOA meeting, same kind of meeting, which was in the north, concerning zoning system. We had a plan whereby in Mauritius we had red, yellow and green zone in terms of security. It was launched for a couple of months and then nothing happened in this instance. Because certain areas over the island, mainly where certain big hotels are found, are quite threatening areas. And this has already been spotted by the government. But there were actions that had to take place in terms of camera system and patrolling, but so far, is there any update or something coming?
Well, I have a document in front of me that mentions green, yellow, orange, red. So I suppose it has been implemented, but I don't know whether somebody from the police can enlighten us.
In fact, during the different meetings that they had in the past, there were the classification of the zoning system defining clearly the number of cases reported at a particular hotel. Right? Say, for example, if we have one simple case in a particular hotel, it is classified as yellow. 2 or 3 cases classified as orange and green and so on. And a hotel which doesn't have any simple case, it is classified under green. So we've been working on like that. We have a database like this, but then, and I'd like to add to what was previously said, that at the police we have, if you want, the strategy is threefold. We have the education and awareness part, we have the enforcement part, and we have the prevention part. And for the awareness, most of you will know that we personally go to the hotels to talk to the employees. Any single person having any contact with a particular client, we have to reach out to those people concerning their security at the hotel. Because statistics would show clearly that all the cases of loss reported where tourists have been victims happened in the hotels, in rented bungalows or villas. A few cases have been reported on the public road or public places like public beaches, because these people inadvertently they leave their things like this on the beaches and they are prey to cases. See, so education, we are hammering on education at the hotel. Since this year I've been to the north and the south also personally. We have prevention. So prevention, we have because of the cases which we had since this year, the first in the north, we had a sector policing put in place which worked out beautifully, I should say, in the north, because we had support from commandos from the Coast Guard, we had from the SSU in CVs working on mobile and motorcycle patrol, we had police tourists and all that. So all these strategies were in place in the north, and it is repeated in the south and the west as well, right? And then the enforcement part, it is in conjunction, collaboration with the tourism authority and the beach authority as well. We can't operate on our own. We need all the stakeholders, and all the figures will show clearly that we've been enforcing the law and we've been doing prevention as well. this is what we can do. But then for cases, even at the central market, we have so many contraventions established against those people, harassing those tourists, and like canvassing illegally with the tourists. We have so many contraventions. I've just come here and I've seen the figures, right? But then a few cases happen on the road, so we are seriously looking at that. This is what I can say.
Well, when it comes to tourism, one case is one too many.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope you got the answers.
Yeah, awareness is here, but we are still waiting for the action that has been talked about since a year. And one is enforcement. Maybe it's something that later on we need to work on task force in terms of what I mean to say certain red zone, whereby certain measures should have been taken in terms of more regular patrolling, camera reinforcement, which we talked a year back, but which is still to come maybe.
You mean cameras in public places?
Yeah. Not in hotel compound, because this is secure and this is regulated by each and every hotel. But I mean in vicinity of hotels, which may prevent, how to say, larcenous to pop in.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but then when we are